just...
I'll turn it back over to you.
Okay, I'll open up to the audience. Any member of the audience who can speak on this item, please step forward.
Virginia Johnson, 5751 McKinley Avenue. As a commission member, I have voted, and but I would like to say that I really enjoy Chief Troxel, Manager Troxel's recommendations, because I agree also with the $350,000 and the emergency management. I really believe they should have money, but I did have my say, so I probably should be up there. Thank you.
I don't normally like to come up here, but if people got to get spanked, they're going to get spanked. James Manuel, 9234 Virginia Avenue. I'm the chairperson, 17 years as chairperson. So somebody's doing their job because I've been there 17 years straight. Okay? This has nothing to do with Chief Troxel. It has nothing to do with has a little bit to do with the city manager that just left. I'm not going to defame him, but he's not, let's just say, it wasn't my cup of tea. And neither does it have anything to do, well, a little bit to do with the city manager before that one. There's a communication problem in the housing division. And if people can't do their job and they're going to mislead the CAC, then somebody either needs to get fired or they need to get spanked. Because the emergency management, the reason why we went with a lot of the staff recommendation is because people on the CAC who are staff members told us that housing has been looking at us and said that we shouldn't be dipping in, we shouldn't be funding programs entirely with block grant money. I don't know if that's true or not. But if they're going to be paid to sit there and answer our questions, and if we're not going to have legal representation, we have to go by a lot of what that person says. So this makes us look bad. Zero for emergency management. I know what's her name that's been there forever that runs the program. She runs CERT. Yeah, sure. She's been around. I asked our coordinator specifically, is that going to harm? We need to pull the minutes. Let's get her boss and start listening to our minutes, because we're being misrepresented or misled, and I'm tired of it. I'm not going to ask her any more questions anymore. I'm not going to go through, because that's just a person who lacks an education. So the CAC primarily, we rely heavily on our experience as well as staff recommending. I asked Mr. Torres, who was in the staff meeting? Who's staff that's recommending this? You need to pull the CD, and these are the exact words I asked him. Who was staff in the staff meeting? And how many people were in there? You told me 2 people. Pull the CD. You know how many staff we have in the city? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How could you say it's a staff recommendation if you only have 2 people who recommended the thing? You know, if you're going to pay people good money and we're going to go into bankruptcy to pay these people, let's get some straight answers from these people. But it's not going to fall on my commissioners, I'll tell you that, because I fight with back up what I say. Pull that CD, and you need to talk to that person, because that person's misleading us. We wanted to back a lot of these programs, and we're wondering, why are they taking a cut this year? Well, because HUD's saying that we can't rely on all their money. Some of the money has to come out of the general fund. Well, if that's true, then people need to communicate and talk to each other, but don't lay it on the CAC, because we're people that have a few we can rub two pennies together, and it seems like some people can't. I won't go any further because I'll get mean.
Excellent.
Whoa. Sorry. I just want to make a quick comment. I noticed on the public service programs, it's under higher priority.
I'm sorry for the, your name and address for the record, because when the recording doesn't recognize your voice.
My address? 8681 Madison Avenue.
Name?
Joe Rubio.
Thank you.
Alright. So I was noticing under higher priority, you guys have a crime prevention. You guys only allot like $3,000. My whole reason is talking right now because I think public safety should be the city council's #1 priority. And we're looking at this, it shows that public safety looks like it's not. Especially under home security program. Read a little bit about that. They give smoke detectors, fire extinguishers, deadbolt locks, and a few other things. And it's targeted towards our senior community and our low income community. And you guys put 0 on there. I don't know why you guys would do something like that. I know Mr. Mayor, Mr. Martinez, was on a PSA channel the other day and he was talking about Southeast High School needing a sidewalk. And he wanted to act on that because the kids were walking on the street before something would happen to those kids if they get by a car. Well, there's been a lot of safety problems that are happening right now. And I just can't figure out why you guys allowed 0 for the juvenile, the JADE program. 0. I mean, these are all the people that are going to help us out in the future. These are our kids, our teenagers of our community, and our elders that you guys are not giving enough money to. That's just my opinion. I just wanted to say thank you.
Okay, seeing nobody else that far, I'll close the audience portion. Yes.
I have a recommendation for the emergency management program. At the graffiti park program, they recommended, staff recommended 30,000 and it was 36,000. So I was I think that we should deduct 5,000 out of that and put it to the emergency management program, and also at the QE up. I don't know what that's it, but they recommend. What is it?
It's Kia.
Kia. Okay, Kia. Also, let's deduct 5,000 and put it in the emergency management program. So that would be 10,000. And that way we can cover the emergency management program.
And did you also maybe want to include the $50,000 from the Parks Department to the
Code enforcement.
code enforcement?
Yes.
Okay. So
That would be my recommendation.
that would be your would you like to put that in the form of a motion?
That would be in the form of a motion.
Can't separate those two.
Once public services, it's capped at 15%.
But that would be part of the recommendation.
Okay, just for clarity, the recommendation was, or a suggestion, was to take the Parks and Recs, so it's going from $965,880 to $915,88, and then it'll boost the code enforcement, which is the community development department, from $300,000 to $350,000. Okay, so that portion right there is that section can be moved. Then the other ones was
The public safety budget.
you want to go the queue up. Well, I guess it's going to drop down to 5,000. I mean 10. Yeah, drop 5,000 to 10,000.
10,000.
And